Hey, brother Tasayar, you got it.
All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to begin this lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. We want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. And I'm here today with the brothers Arakia, the brother Nakar, and the brother Gamar. And we're going to get into it through the Spirit, Lord willing.
God, so hey, I'm gonna open up with the scripture, Akim. This is Galatians 6, and I'll start at verse 3. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself.
That's exactly what it is. So in this video, Lord willing, is going to be edifying to the hopeful elect of Hebrew Israelites. We're going to go into the topic of humility, okay? Because you see, we ourselves, we have nothing to brag of, okay? If a brother can get the scripture when it says that our righteousness is as a filthy rag, we ourselves, we cannot think that the Most High needs us. Like that Christian mentality. I can choose Jesus Christ. I'm a choose Jesus Christ out there, the Son of the Most High, needing you, and you can choose him whenever you want. That's some bullshit. So, hey, we have to be humble and recognize that only reason that we Lord willing are gonna receive glory is because of the mercy of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, not because of our greatness, but because of the mercy of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. So yeah.
God, I got it right here. I'll start at verse 4 in the context, Isaiah 64:6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities like the wind have taken us away, and there is none that calleth upon thy name, that stirreth up himself to take hold of thee, but you have hid your face from us, and have consumed us because of our iniquities.
Bro, hey, beautiful. You wanna speak on it?
Yeah, can't, man. Like it tells you in the book of Romans, we all fall short of the glory of Yahweh. So we can't glory about us doing the work, the law, which the law is okay. It's part of doing the work, your deeds to prove for your faith. But you can't be high-minded to the point where you think that the law is going to save you, man. It's not. The law is only a foundation of letting you know what's the difference between wrong and right. But you thinking that the law is going to save you, man, that's you're going off, man.
God, like, hey, that faith is a gift, salvation is a gift. Everything's just just truth and mercy, man. And I got the scripture. It's beautiful you mentioned it because I was already going through it. I was already meditating about the spirit, meditating about the scripture. This is Romans chapter 3, verse 23.
Beautiful.
For all have sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High.
Yep.
So that heathen like mentality that you're better than the others, man. Hey, I never forget. I heard that one elder in GMS Holland, he said that seek for order, not for rank. So even in these camps, we brothers have to remain humble towards one another. Hey, you know that the scripture when it says that Yahweh said that with the heathen, he that is the ruler, is ruling over the others. But with us, is that whoever is high in rank, so to speak, is actually the servant of all. And even Yahweh he was washing the feet of the apostles, man. If a brother can find the scripture.
Is that in the Apocrypha?
No, I think that's in the Testaments, bro.
Is that in maybe Matthew? I got one here. It's giving me Acts, but but not in the Gospels. Uh, I do have one in Matthew 7:1 that came out. It says, "Judge not that ye be not judged, for with that judgment you judge, ye shall be judged." I don't think that's the one, right?
No, bro, it's hey, bro, can you Tasayar, can you grab that in Mark? It's Mark. If you start from the verse 42 and it's chapter 10. So Mark chapter 10 and beginning from verse 42 until 45.
Khan, yeah, I got it right here.
Okay, Khan, I found it. Go ahead, Tazayar.
All right, Khan. So I got the book of Mark, chapter 10 and verse 42. It reads, "But Yahushua called them to him and saith unto them, Ye know that they which are accounted to rule over the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and their great ones exercise authority upon them. But so shall it not be among you, but whosoever will be great among you shall be your minister. And whosoever of you will be the chiefest shall be servant of all. For even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister, and to give his life a ransom for many."
Hey, beautiful, man. That is humility, man. That is humility. So you're not gonna get puffed up, man. Hey, the scriptures say, knowledge puffed up. So you cannot get high-minded, man, because we have this you have this knowledge. You see, you perceive the Most High's dealing with you, which is a extremely beautiful thing. But you should take it more as a gratefulness rather than pride and arrogance, because it says the scriptures say that the Most High resisted the pride or the proud. Okay, and that's why the Most High hates Esau, because them motherfuckers, they just prideful like no one else. But with us, we have to remain humble and lowly. And the scriptures say that the meek, shall inherit the earth. So, and you brothers got it. Whatever things you want to say or scriptures you want to pull out, and you got it.
I want to say something in the spirit, man, because the word humbleness, when you humble yourself, it's more like a service that you're doing towards another person, man. It's like it tells you in the book of Colossians, meekness of mind and humility. And when you go into that word service, it means to serve. Being a servant means to serve your brother, man. For example, when Yahushua came on the scene, he came with what they call an ass, which is a donkey. He could have came on a horse, all proud with a golden crown, but he came in humility, man. He came in the spirit of serving, okay, his brethren, which are Israelites. So I got a scripture real quick. This is Tobit 4:19. "Bless the Lord thy power always, and desire of him that your ways may be directed, and that all thy paths and counsel may prosper. For every nation has not counsel, but the Lord himself giveth all good things, and he humbleth whom he will as he will. Now therefore, my son, remember my commandments, neither let them be put out of thy mind." So the point here in Tobit 4:19 is that the Lord's the one that humbles whom he will, man. So if you're of the elect, man, you're gonna have the mindset of humility, serving your brother. An example of serving your brother is, teaching him, correcting him, rebuking him, exhorting him. These are examples of virtues which are more standards that a man of the Lord must abide in the ministry.
Hey,
I got
beautiful, man. Hey,
I got
God,
yeah, I got a scripture about how how
go
Shai
ahead, bro.
came to be a servant. This is the book of Philippians, chapter 2, verse 5. "Let this mind be in you, which was also in Yahweh Shai, who being in the form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with Yahweh." So even though he came as a servant, he didn't equal himself with Yahweh, but made himself of no reputation and took upon him the form of a servant,
Mm,
was made in the likeness of man. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. So even though when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, he didn't make himself equal to Yahweh. He came to, be a servant with man when he came with as a fashion as a man, even though he could have done all this miracles, he was still humble about it. And he was also like you Akims are saying, he was rebuking the Akims and also, correcting them and teaching. You guys got it.
Uh, hey, that's a very beautiful point, man. Because hey, we have to. Who is our example? Who is leader that we are following is Yahweh Shai. So if this is how Yahweh Shai was moving in the spirit, it's also how we have to move. All that thinking of yourself that I just know I'm gonna make it, man, 100%. Hey, nobody can tell me shit. Hey, nobody can tell me nothing, man. Even if you get rebuked for brothers by brothers for doing something or not, being in order, and then you just answer, "Nah, man, you cannot tell me shit, man." Like you would be Kanye West, man. Can't tell me nothing. Hey, that's some bullshit, man. That's that worldly attitude, man. Hey, that's why Mr. Kanye West, man, is very most likely gonna be destroyed, man. Or you can say even he's gonna be destroyed, man, because he's on that can't tell me nothing spirit, man. Hey, how beautiful it is that hey, even there's that scripture that it says that if a brother, he trespasses against another brother, that then you bring the matter to that brother, and then if he hear you, you have gained your brother. You see, if the brother humble himself and notice, okay, Khan, hey, Salakia, man, which means my excuses, I'm sorry. Yeah, I made the mistake, man. Hey, sorry. Hey, then you have gained your brother. It's all good. But if the brother say, nah, hey, fuck all that, man. You cannot tell me shit, man. What the fuck? And then you see that is a tutored ass behavior, which is not tolerated, man. So just wanted to say that, Akyam.
Yeah, I got a quick precept, Akim. This is in the book of Matthew, in the NLT version, Matthew 20 and 20. And then the title it says, Yahushai teaches about serving others. And the others that's speaking about your Israelite brother. This is verse 20. Then the mother of James and John, the son of Zebedee, came to Yahushai with her sons. She knelt respectfully to ask a favor. What is your request? He asked. She replied, in your kingdom, please let my two sons sit in places of honor next to you, one on your right and the other on your left. But Yahushua answered by saying to them, you don't know what you're asking for. Are you able to drink from the bitter cup of suffering I am about to drink? Oh, yes, they replied, we are able. Yahushua told them, you will indeed drink from the bitter cup, but I have no right to say who will sit on my right or on my left. Yahweh has prepared those places for the ones he has chosen. There's a point right here, verse 24. When the 10 other disciples heard what James and John had asked, they were indignant. But Yahushua called them together and said, you know that the rulers in this world lord it over their people, and officials flaunt their authority over those under them. But among you it will be different. Whoever wants to be a leader among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first among you must become your servant. For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve others and give his life as a ransom for many. So, as the point, Akim, Yahushua, that's our perfect example that we must follow to serve one another. Yahushua did say, the servant is not greater than his master.
That's beautiful, man. Hey, so can a brother get Matthew chapter 18, starting from verse 15?
Hey, yeah, I got a scripture right here.
Yeah. You can read that first, bro.
Okay. Matthew 18 and what?
15.
Matthew and 18.
No, Nakari, if you have your own scripture, you can read that one first, and then Tazayar, you can read the book of Matthew.
All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 12, and this is Yahushua. And he said, whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. So if you exalt yourself, you're gonna be brought low. And he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. I was letting his disciples know, like, if you exalt yourself, you're gonna be brought low. But if you humble yourself, you should be exalted. And there's another scripture that goes with it, and that's with Yahweh, First Peter chapter 5 and 6. Humble yourself therefore under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time. So in due time, Yahweh is going to exalt us.
Yeah,
And there's another
that.
scripture, and Proverbs like before honor comes humility.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to bring that one. Proverbs 15 and 33.
Yeah, bring it out, bring it out.
Con, yeah, I was going to bring that out. The book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 33. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so before we get exalted, we have to go through that humility process.
Yeah. Hey, a good example is when Yahushua he washed the feet of his disciples. That's an example of serving one another as well. You know, like here in the world, Akim, you got to understand, like, you know, these different camps that, and I'll say like IUIC, man, their leader. You know, he every 2 weeks he comes out with the new garment, with the crown on his head, riding upon a horse. Man, that's an example of not being humble. That's an example of being proud, arrogant, not humbling himself. You know, trying to be on top. Okay, he wants to be a super duper Israelite, man, and that's not what you gotta follow, man.
Con, what was that, Rocket? You wanted me to bring out Matthew and was it 15 or
Yes.
18?
Yeah, Matthew chapter 18 and from verses 15 until 17.
Con. So I got the book of Matthew chapter 18 and verse 15. It reads, moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an heathen man and a publican.
So actually, this scripture, man, says a whole lot, bro. This, if you're spiritual, this scripture says a whole lot. So first of all, it says that you have to humble down when you have made a fault. But it also shows that Yahushua was teaching the law, because that was in the law of Moses, in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, that everybody be judged, basically. Okay, so these Christians saying that, hey, we have Jesus Christ, you know, we have nothing to do with the law. Hey, why did Yahushua then, teach according to the law? And then, furthermore, it also says in verse 17, hey, bro, Nasir, can you read verse 17 again, Babusha?
Con, verse 17. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an heathen man and a publican.
You see that? But it was talking about the Israelite. So Yahushua said that if you have an Israelite who is completely bugged out, you have to look at him as a heathen, as an actual Gentile. You get me? So hey, these Gentiles in the New Testament, those were just Israelites who had nothing to do with the customs of the Israelites. And this is another way to prove it, man. If there was an Israelite who was just completely, getting tattoos, training in those fucking gyms butt naked, man, wrestling butt naked, doing all of that stuff, man, eating all kinds of swine and shit. Hey, those were regarded as actual heathen. And this scripture
Hey, you're cutting off, Ak.
Yeah, got it? Hey, Gomar, you got something?
Yeah, you were kind of cutting off on your StreamYard, but I got a precept because you mentioned
Go ahead.
Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, that's actually in the law, but Apostle Paul, he referenced that this is Deuteronomy 17 and 6. Out of the mouth of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses shall he that is worthy of death be put to death, but at the mouth of 1 witness he shall not be put to death. So I just want to back you up on that because you mentioned how the scripture says in the book of Corinthians, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established. And that's how you pretty much you judge another brother, okay, upon 2 or 3 witnesses.
Gone, exactly. And so okay, if I was cutting up, The point I just want to make concerning the verse 17, Matthew 18 and 17 is that if there is an Israelite who is complete bug out, who is not following the laws, statutes, and commandments, he would be regarded as an actual Gentile, okay, as a heathen. So that's just it on that. But this comes with self-examination, this humility. Every day you have to see, you have to rebuke these thoughts that you may have of, try to, exalt yourself. Because as the brother Nakar brought out the scripture, he that exalted himself, he's going to be abased, he's going to be brought down, okay? But if you in the spirit, you lower yourself, you abase yourself, then in due time the Most High is going to, put you into glory, man. So we have, what do we have to exalt ourselves about, man? If you really think about it, man. So, hey, you brothers got it?
Yeah, I got a quick precept since you mentioned how, why do we have to be exalting ourselves? Why do we have to have that mindset of being above a brother? This is Ecclesiasticus 10 and 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such an one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. All right, and this is more speaking about worldly Israelites, man, who have sold their souls to this world, and now that they have everything they ever wanted, they're very high-minded, man, and they don't know the difference between, how to be humble and how to be, abase, according to the scriptures.
Bro, exactly, man. Exactly, bro. So, you see, this topic is not very complicated or difficult. It's just you have to examine yourself, not to be an asshole, basically. Okay. In the congregation, when you speak with the brothers, the scriptures say that let your speech be seasoned with salt. Okay, so whatever you say,
Seasoned with salt.
you don't want to, be seasoned with salt. So you don't want to be just saying whatever. And didn't it say in Ecclesiasticus, Brother Gamar, you probably know where that is. It says, be not ignorant in anything, whether it be great or small. Okay? Yeah. And the scripture also say that, every idle word that the man shall speak, he shall give, judgment thereof he shall be judged. He have to give answers thereof in the day of judgment. Okay? If, brothers can get that, Brother Tasaya or Nakar, I can also, check out where that is.
Yeah, that's why we got to be careful what we say, man. Even our thoughts, what kind of thoughts do we have in our spirit? And that's why we got to pray that the Lord gives us, positive thoughts. That's why an example, I remember Brother Rocky, he shared the self-affirmations. You got to talk to yourself, man. You got to say positive things, man. You got to speak, righteousness to brothers, man. And not like brother said, don't be an asshole either.
Calm, bro. Hey, so, Gamar, you got it in Iraq?
Yeah, the small matter.
I got it right here. You guys need it? I got it right here.
For Iraq?
Yeah.
All right, Khan, go ahead, Ak.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or also known as Sirach, chapter 5, verse 15. Be not ignorant of anything, in a great matter or a small. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one, and that's the one. And I want to back you up with that precept because I have one to match that up. 1 Corinthians 6:2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world, and if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? See, so if you call yourself a man of the Lord, a judge, pretty much, you gotta emphasize both, great matters and small matters, man. That's what a judge will do. When you go into the world, you might have you go up to a judge. He has different cases. He has big cases, felonies, misdemeanors. And that's what a judge has to do. He has to look at all angles.
Calm, bro. Hey, so Brother Tasayar, can you get Matthew 12 and 36?
Matthew 12 and 36. Yeah, I got it right here. So the book of Matthew 12 and 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
Yeah, exactly. So we have to be, mindful of what you say. Okay, as the brothers, brought it out. Yeah, you cannot just say whatever. You cannot just do whatever. You have to be, on guard and judge, whatever the matter is. Okay, with wisdom, Lord willing. Okay, so
Con.
you know,
Hey,
yeah,
real quick, I want to say
yeah. Go
something.
ahead.
For the word idol in Matthew the 12th chapter, where the brother just read, it says the word idol. It says from the KJV, it translates as every empty word. The Greek word is rema argos, meaning careless or inactive or unprofitable words, man. So you can't just say anything out of your ass, man. You got to speak according to the scriptures.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And in when you brothers read before that, you know, if there is someone who is trying to exalt themselves, and if there is someone who is, like you mentioned, these other Israelite groups like IUIC, the reason why they're doing it is basically to make money, man. Okay, because they figured that if they can establish themselves as a person that is looked up to, it means that they can actually sell others some merchandise or whatever. Hey, in IUIC, you have to buy an official garment, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's up with that? For example, and with the new group, okay, Genesis Israelites, okay, which is a uh, out of Sikari, uh, the deacon Hakka and the brother Hassad. You see, these dudes, they just selling merch, man. Okay, so what's that all about, man? And if you don't exalt yourself, you're not able to sell that merch because nobody's looking up to you. Okay, they you see, so that's some you making merchandise out of this truth, man. Okay, which is not a small thing, man. And that is something that is going to be judged, man. Okay, so
If Yahushua
yeah.
was here, he would have seen the merchandise being sold. He would have cursed them out, just like he did
He,
in the gospel, how he flipped the tables.
hey, bro, he might have got physical. He might have got physical with them brothers, man.
Yeah, he probably got physical, and then the disciples like, Yahushua, no, you know, come down, Yahushua. Yahushua just going at it like, no, leave me, I got this.
Yeah, and remember, bro, that's the first time when Yahushai, and that's the only time when Yahushai got physical. Okay, you
Yeah,
know.
come on.
Hey,
Hey, and that's
yeah,
Yahushua. That's the scene where he showed us that what he can do,
yeah.
what he's able to do, man. But he kept it low. He kept the balance, man. Show us how when it's time to really, rebuke Jake, it's time to rebuke Jake, man.
Gone, gone. And that was the thing that he really got pissed off about, that this truth. And the scriptures say that freely you have received, freely give. Okay, so imagine you have received this truth freely, but then you want to make money out of it, man. Is that a humble spirit? Okay, is that a low spirit, a meek spirit? Okay, hey, so
Yeah, like
gone, and
selling
hey, yeah,
selling prayers for $100 a month.
gone. Hey, they also sell Hebrew names. They sell the garments. So many things, man. So many things that they're selling, man. But hey, with us, with the brothers, the true believers. Hey, if a brother can get that in Revelation, I believe, when it says the hour cometh, when the true worshippers shall worship Him in spirit and in truth, I believe.
I got a quick scripture concerning the topic that we're just speaking about. Proverbs 23:23. Buy the truth or pay for the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. So how do you buy the truth? By paying attention, by listening, by absorbing what's being taught. That's it. You don't have to sell it, you know, based upon how these worldly Israelites sell the truth with money, you know, so they can benefit from it, man. That's very wicked.
Gone. That's it, man. That's exactly what it is. So, the scripture is not in the Revelation that I was talking about. Is John chapter 4, verse 23. So, if a brother can get that, and then you know, if you don't have anything else, we could wrap it up on that.
Yeah, I already have it. I realized that it was John.
Gone. You got it, bro.
Yeah, so the book of John, chapter 4, and verse 23, it reads, "But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him."
Beautiful, man. That is self-explanatory, man. True worshippers. That is what we aim to be, man. It doesn't come with gimmicks. It doesn't come with, you know, making this truth a merchandise, okay, a business. It doesn't come with trying to seek for fame, status, or seeking to you know, glory yourself up. But it just comes with sincerely worshiping the Father through His Son in spirit and in truth, man. So you brother still have anything?
No, I got nothing.
Gone. So hey, brother Tasayar, you have the honors.
Khan. So hopefully this lesson has been edifying. In closing, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. We want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. On to the next. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.